So hello everyone, and I would just like to bring you up to date on a brand new feature from Worldox. Now this feature has been just released and it's hot off the press in the last few days, and we would just like to make sure that you're aware of what it is, because it's something that actually everybody can benefit from. So it's a new Worldox feature called attaching a document and a link at the same time. Now, it does require 14.5 revision 1508.18.1009. And again, as of August 23rd, this has just come out a few days ago. Now, there was a major release of the 14.5 WDU 18 a couple of weeks ago that has major functionality in it, which definitely you should be checking out and talking to your VAR about, and you should get up to date on that. However, this is a dot release that just came out, and the reason I'm so excited is it has a feature that we've been asking for a little while based on our customer feedback. So in all the training I've done in New York City and surrounding areas in the last few years, everybody asked for this feature. And Worldox, being responsive as always, they've actually included it in the product. So it is pretty amazing. And what it's related to is attaching both a document and a link at the same time. Because up to now, you had to do them one at a time. You had to put a document, then go back in and reattach a link. But now you can do that actually in one shot. Now, if you don't understand the subtleties of why you would want to do links versus attachments, you definitely should be checking out our Worldox Academy, because that explains in great detail what the difference is and why one will help you get a bonus at the end of the year. And if you do it another way, you probably won't get a bonus from your boss. So you can check the Worldox Academy to learn more about that. Just point your camera at this link and check that out. But today we're going to show you this subtle new addition. So if I go into my Worldox here, into my demo system, and if we take a file that we want to send to someone, an attachment, so we have the email button up above, or of course we can always right click and choose email. Either one works. So we'll choose email. And where this feature comes is the second one, in a Worldox file list. And as I said, traditionally you would have done a full copy, and then you probably did a file list as well. And again, go to the Academy if you don't understand anything about that. It's going to teach you exactly why you want to do that. But in this case, we're going to do a file list. And when we choose the Worldox file list, there's a brand new checkbox here, which is really cool and powerful because everybody can use it. And it means attach the document at the same time. So as you know, these are radio buttons. You can only do one at a time. But we always asked that we could do the two buttons at once. So instead of making them checkboxes, the way that it's been implemented is this. Once you choose in a Worldox file list, you'll get this checkbox. So just check here, pick that, and we'll click OK. And what that's going to do is launch Outlook, and it's going to put both an attachment of the project file and also the actual attachment of the document for external users, or if your attorney or someone is out for lunch, they can't access this usually, but they can do the full attachment. Now, one further use of this as well is you can actually do it for multiple documents. So if we choose 3 documents here, and we choose email, and say we want the 3 that are checked, again, we pick the file list, and it'll say attached documents as well. And this time it is actually going to do all 3 documents attached, and you'll also get the project file. And if you double click here on the project file, as you know, it runs Worldox with a search and returns the attachments. This is actually life-changing for a lot of people. Medium to advanced users have always wanted this and knew they needed it. But for those of you that don't, there's going to be something very useful, and I highly recommend that you get to understand why that's important. And it's definitely going to be an impact on every user that uses Worldox. So I'm going to turn off this live now. I just was so excited that this feature has been put into this latest release, and you just have to run a WD update on your system, get your VAR, reseller, or systems integrator to do that for you, and you'll have this feature available to all users immediately. So thanks, and hopefully you find it equally exciting as DoxAdvisors does. And for all my clients in the last few years looking for this, it has finally arrived. Have a good day, everyone.